XLC18000M Assembly and Disassembly Demonstration Animation. Component Transportation Diagram. Turntable catwalk and guardrails are disassembly free. They are folded and transported with the basic crane. Ensure anti-rotation fixation. Car body catwalk are disassembly free and transported with the car body. Integrated transportation of the main luffing system, including master drum, main luffing sheave blocks, and main luffing wire rope. Before assembly, ensure the ground is level and solid and the sight is open. Release the car body outrigger, transport fixations. Unfold the outriggers to the working state and install the limit connecting rods. Place the outrigger pads at the designated positions, ensuring the boom connection direction is correct. Then, use the auxiliary crane to lift the car body and place it onto the outrigger pads. Alternatively, the outrigger cylinders can be used to jack up from the car body, provided that hydraulic power is supplied, such as by the turntable. Select the position for the auxiliary crane based on the car body location and prepare for the unloading and assembly of the turntable. After the turntable arrives, first deploy the operator's cab, catwalk, and guardrails, transported as an integrated unit to their working positions. Note that the turntable transport brackets must be removed before assembly. Use two small tonnage auxiliary cranes to lift the turntable over the car body for docking, thereby completing the unloading and assembly. The lifting load is approximately 45 tons at the front of the turntable and 17 tons at the rear. Alternatively, a single large tonnage auxiliary crane can be used to independently complete the unloading and assembly of the turntable. Adjust the slewing pulling pin to the working state. However, it is recommended to use one XGTC, one 6-0 crawler crane, and one 100-ton truck crane as auxiliary cranes for higher disassembly and assembly efficiency. Adjust the turntable outriggers to the assembly state and ensure appropriate wooden supports are placed under the outriggers. Complete the installation of main hoisting winch 1 and main hoisting winch 2 inches sequence. The use of grooved shaft mating and hydraulic power pins for pinning makes the process convenient and fast. Use two auxiliary cranes to lift the main luffing system onto the turntable for assembly. Ensure the mast supports are adjusted to the working state. Use hydraulic power pins to complete the installation of the mast, winch, and pulley block, respectively. Before using the mast one-step erection, disconnect the transport connections between the winch and the sheave assembly. Use the mast one-step erection to raise the mast to approx 50 degrees. Use an auxiliary crane to lift the enhanced counterweight bracket and connect it to the turntable. Retract the mast, lift the enhanced counterweight bracket pendant, and connect the sheave assembly to the pendant. Use the mast one-step erection to raise the mast to approx 90 degrees and extend the auxiliary cylinder to release the cylinder fixation. Continue to raise the mast until it can lower freely. When the mast lowers freely to approx 25 degrees relative to the ground, extend the cylinder and install the track hoisting wire rope. Adjust the turntable outriggers to a non-working status. Note, do not adjust the turntable outriggers or extend the car body outriggers when the mast is not luffed to the front of the turntable. Otherwise, there is a risk of tipping backward. Extend the car body outriggers and raise the basic crane to facilitate track beam assembly. Slew the turntable to an angle convenient for track beam installation and raise the operator's cab to an elevation angle of about 20 degrees. Use the mast hoisting function to lift the track beam. Note, do not lift the second track beam on the side where a track beam has already been installed. Adjust the operator's cab to the horizontal position. Retract the car body outrigger cylinders. Adjust the car body outriggers to the transportation status. Retract the outrigger pads and prepare to install the body counterweight. Use an auxiliary crane to install the undercarriage counterweight. Slew the turntable to the front and start installing the turntable counterweight. Install the counterweight slabs alternately on the left and right. Note, before pulling up the main boom pendants, only half of the turntable counterweight should be installed, 4 slabs on each side. Use 2 auxiliary cranes to assemble other components, one at the front for boom and pendant assembly, and one at the rear for counterweight assembly. Simultaneous operation at the front and rear increases efficiency. After the counterweight pallet is in position, first adjust it from transportation status to working status, then install the suspension pallets on both sides. After the pallet is positioned, move the basic crane forward and install the central counterweight slabs. Reverse the basic crane to a position convenient for connecting the enhanced counterweight bracket and the cylinder. Connect the hydraulic piping and electrical circuit of the cylinder. Extend the cylinder and connect it to the bracket connecting plate. Alternatively, remove the connecting plate and connect the cylinder directly to the bracket. Assemble the 4 main boom sections and corresponding tension plates on the ground in front of the basic crane. Adjust the main boom anti-tipping cylinder to the working state. Use the mast crane function and one auxiliary crane to lift and install the 4 boom sections onto the turntable. Place a support stand at the front of the 4th boom section. Connect the remaining boom sections in sequence. Use the boom support stands appropriately to ensure that no more than 2 boom sections are suspended. Adjust the mast to approximately 90 degrees. Retract the self-assembly cylinder to the fixed position and luff the mast to the position for connecting the main boom tension plate. Complete the tension plate connection and pull up the main boom tension plate. Complete the installation of the turntable counterweight. Raise the main boom to lift the boom head sheaves off the ground. Set the hook block under the boom head sheave block and complete the wire rope winding. The auxiliary crane lifts the hook block and assists in raising the boom. Note, before raising the boom, the lifted weight of the enhanced counterweight must not exceed 50 tons. When raising the boom, the enhanced counterweight leaves the ground passively and lands automatically during the process. No manual operation is required. After the boom is raised, you can choose to use the separate small pallet or reduce the counterweight slabs on both sides as needed. The auxiliary crane assists the main crane in starting the lifting operation for tower hoisting. When hoisting the nacelle, wheel hub, blades, etc., the amount of enhanced counterweight can be adjusted as needed.